Okay, this is the Visitor Center at Pinnacles National Monument. We drove over a mountain highway to get here, and it actually looks like it could rain. Hopefully we'll be able to see the spires on the video. So we don't know whether we'll be able to get up there this trip or not, but we're going to start down the Condor Overlook Trail and see how we do. Look how this is uplifted and striated here.
Snow.
We don't want any snow.
No. I don't think so.
So the outcroppings of rock. I think it's a granite type igneous rock. Then it says no, it's not granite. So we're looking across this little valley, and the rock faces up there are different rock than up here. It's redder and darker. And we're on the San Andreas Fault. It's telling us that part of the volcano rock was moved 156 miles north along the fault. And they've compared the rock, and that's why they know that happened. The breccia is the same.
You don't see any chips off of it or anything. It's granite. Feel it. It's pink. It's granite.
Did you bring your nail? Yeah, that looks like granite. It's got the lichen or the lichen growing on it.
They call it lichen or lichen.
But the stuff over here is a much different rock. It's real porous and conglomerate. Many different kinds of smaller pieces kind of stuck together. There's the rocks across the valley we were looking at. A few hangers onto this pine tree. So now we're looking up to our right, and we're walking under the first parts of these. Nana is collecting rock samples. So here's the lighter colored rock. Right up there is the darker colored rock. So here are the big boulders that were our objectives. We're almost there. Like I'm the most stable person in the world right now. Okay, that's from down the valley. Now we're looking towards the spires. We're going to be there in a second. Following the horizon. The view of the spires really is more obscure here than it was back a ways for the far ones, but we can see Around the corner there are more. And those are the ones we were originally seeing.
I think there's a waterfall up there when it's rainy season.
I bet you're right. This path would be treacherous if it was wet. And the caves, we're not going to be able to do the caves, but I bet they're kind of down in the gulch.
Probably.
The Talgus caves are made when a gulch is propped open and then other rocks cover it, is what the park ranger said. That's probably the road we came in on up there.
Probably.
You can kind of see the path we walked to get here. This is Old Pinnacles. It's more by the creek that runs through the valley below the Pinnacles. Although you can see the back part of one of them over there. Trying to get the sound of the wind before it gets here. Alrighty. This is Highway G15, I think, right off of Highway 25. We're cutting back over to 101. I had to stop and take a little video. It's raining across the valley. I don't know whether you'll be able to see that or not. We ran on some wet pavement, but we haven't had any rain on the windshield yet. I guess 101's on the other side of those mountains, and that's where we're going. Alrighty. That's a 180.